Well, Southwest Florida, it's been a while since most of us have seen some rain, and we will see rain all in association with this potential tropical cyclone number 16. So as of the 11 o'clock advisory, we're looking at those winds sustained at 60 miles per hour. So it's not technically a tropical storm or subtropical because the center of circulation hasn't quite been made out yet. But we do have the potential for this to become a tropical storm as it continues in that northeasterly path. So it is moving quickly, expected to strengthen within the next 12 hours before making landfall as possibly that tropical storm that we're seeing coming very close to Apalachicola and towards Tallahassee when it moves inland out through Thomasville and then back out into the Atlantic Ocean over the next few days ahead. But when it does move over land, well, we do expect to see, of course, for us here as far south, some winds picking up and a little bit more extra rain than what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. So there's a look on the tropical satellite. You can see it is very cloud heavy on the eastern half of it all. Again, we do expect this to continue to strengthen as it continues in that northeasterly motion, but right now it's sitting about over 400 miles slightly off to the west-southwest of Fort Myers. So consensus models are still pretty much in agreement that this will cross over towards the panhandle of Florida, work its way onto land, and when it is cut off from the water source, it will lose a lot of strength, so weakening back down into a depression. So if you are traveling this weekend, just take note of that over the next few days ahead. But here's what we're looking at. Tropical storm warning is in effect as tropical storm force winds can be felt out 115 miles away from that. So that's where we're looking at the warning all the way out through portions of South Louisiana. Then we do have a storm surge warning in effect over the Big Bend region of Florida, but down south into our area, we do have a high surf advisory in effect until Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning. So we do expect to see some choppier conditions than usual. Of course, a lot more in the way of winds picking up, especially near the coastal areas. So here's a look. Future track takes it over land. Again, rain bands are expected to move through southwest Florida as late as this evening. We could start to see a few showers coming in overnight into the early morning hours. So for the kids playing football, especially in Charlotte County, expect to see a few passing showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm can't be ruled out. I do think we will see a few more showers after midnight going into the early morning hours for tomorrow and then continuing as we go throughout the day in a more on and off motion there. So the afternoon for your Saturday won't be a continuous amount of rain, but it will be on and off, and then that goes all the way into Sunday with a scattering of some showers as well. So some rainfall totals anywhere between half an inch to an inch and a half at most. So we're not going to see too much in the way of flooding from this, but we will see those winds picking up. A lot more windier conditions are expected near the coastal areas, breezy for inland areas. But again, look at all that rain from South Louisiana extending across the Big Bend region of Florida and off to sea. We do have a lot more in the way of thunderstorm activity visible. Right now, though, we are dry southwest Florida. There's a look at the few showers that we do have offshore, the clouds that we're going to hold on to, and then look at those temperatures, mid-80s, feeling more like the 90s. So as for this evening, well, you're going to want to keep an umbrella nearby as you could see a few late passing showers. But here's what we're looking at for your Saturday, waking up to a few areas of some rain, winds picking up, and then the on and off rain motion going throughout the morning into the afternoon, even into the evening. Sunday calling for the scattering of some rain as well. So if you are heading out to the event, for your Saturday, we're going to hold on to some rain chances there in the morning, and then for the afternoon, as I mentioned, into the evening. Sunday should be slightly drier, but we're still expecting to see a few showers in the forecast then.
A life-saving